everybody. It is Dr. Sasheen, and I am driving home listening to little OMGs. It's 80s weekend on the radio. Trying not to get run over by these folks. Not really sure what's going on. It's Tuesday, not Friday. So I'm coming in to briefly talk about this idea of the different kinds of anxiety that people suffer from, because I find it interesting that everyone thinks that anxiety is a major anxiety disorder, and really we live with anxiety in various forms all the time, every day. Anxiety, not unlike fear, keeps us moving. It keeps us welcome to New York. It keeps us motivated to move forward, because we can be anxious. So when I took my exams for school, I had anxiety. I wanted to do well. That kind of anxiety motivated me to do well, to study hard, to make sure that I was prepared for for what was to come. That's the kind of anxiety that's useful. Then you have anxiety that's kind of mid-range. It's not useful, but it's not chronic. It allows you to do some things, but it takes its toll on you, because you're never quite sure how to manage it, and your thoughts don't always come back to where you need for them to be. And it impacts your life. This is the kind of mid-range anxiety that the book that I wrote, The Anxiety Solution, is designed to help you with. Then you have a more chronic anxiety that verges into anxiety disorders. For things like anxiety disorders, you tend to be very hard to motivate, extremely difficult to get out of your own thoughts, your negative spirals. There are lots of different behaviors that go along with that, and for that you need to seek out professional help. And so I think it's really great and important to recognize that we do live with anxiety. We live with anxiety daily. That's kind of how we're built. We also live with fear daily. Not all of it is bad. Some of it keeps us alive. That would be the sirens for the fire department. Oh, it's quite a day. But there is a level of anxiety that does not hit chronic, but also doesn't really make you feel very good. And that's the kind of anxiety that makes it really hard to function sometimes. And it's really important when you're thinking about how anxiety works in your life to know what kind of anxiety you may struggle with, so that you can get the help that you need. Now, on a beautiful day like today, it's 93 degrees here. It's hotter than Hades. On a beautiful day like today, it can be difficult to sometimes see the beauty when your anxiety has got you closed in your mind. It's got your windows closed in your mind, and you can't open the curtain. And it takes a lot of self-reflection to realize what kind of anxiety that you're dealing with. And so I want to advise and admonish you today, if you're struggling with anxiety, if you're struggling with feeling like, I don't quite know how to get out of this. And let's be real, the pandemic did a number on people. I was talking to my mother today, and she made a great point. The mental health of even quote unquote, okay, get that, quote unquote, stable individuals who don't really feel like they suffer from anything has been tested and taxed. And because of that, it's easy to just dismiss your anxiety as whatever, but it's also helpful to acknowledge that in some ways being an anxious world kept us safer than we might have otherwise been. So, what is all this for? This is all to say it's okay to acknowledge that you have some anxiety, because everyone does. It's important to recognize how it is playing a role in your life, and if you want to understand it and find ways to live life on the other side of it, the mild to medium kind, then it's helpful to pick up a good book like the one I wrote, or any of the great books that are out there, especially if you're the kind of person who's very self-directed, to get a sense of how you can overcome what may be holding you back. So get out and enjoy the day. Hopefully it's not super warm where you are. It's super hot where I am. But get out and enjoy the day, and hopefully this message finds you well and wonderful. This is Dr. Sasheen, best-selling author of So You're Getting Divorced, and your favorite expat from the hustle and grind of higher education, signing off to say, I'll see you later. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.